Hi guys, it's your brother Supreme Leader. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Also click the bell button of the subscription and share the channel too as well. It's 12 p.m. out here, and I prepared something. I prepared some rice. I'm going to mix it up with this small stew here. You cannot see it, right? It is stew. It's a stew from my country. But anyway, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my channel. You post anything that I post, you simply come back to watch it. And you subscribe. Yes, your comments are very important because it reminds me of what to talk about, what to video about. I'm using my phone today because I'm supposed to charge my camera. So I'm simply using my phone today. Yes, I'm simply using it. But anyway, the questions, like I said, I'll try as much as I can. You can see I'm not all that organized. I look rough a bit, but it's okay. I don't look any good. So yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about. Wow, lucky. Yes. I'm going to talk a little bit about Brazil and Portugal. What I think, okay? And also my wife too, she's somebody who has lived in Portugal. She's actually a residence permit holder. So since she has lived there, I decided to do this video. She's here and I'm going to share my experience with you guys. She's also going to share her experience with you guys, because I know you guys want me to compare Portugal and Brazil, what I think, because maybe you guys are thinking of making some decisions whether you should come to Brazil or you should go to Portugal. I'm going to tell you this from me, my point of view, okay? From my point of view, I'm going to tell you what I think about Portugal and also Brazil. Since my wife is here, she can also tell you what she thinks too as well. This is the meat I'm going to eat. I'm going to eat here in this particular, what do you call it? Pan. It's a pan. I'll put my camera down so that we can talk a little bit. All right, so yeah, let me put it like this, because she will be sitting here, so most definitely she can also talk and you can hear her too as well. Yeah, my wife, she looks like this because she also just got up. You know, we are natural, you know, like.
Yeah, but you don't have to expose me like that.
Okay, I'm not going to expose you again. They were talking about Portugal and Brazil. So since you have lived in Portugal for a long time, and I have only been to Portugal for some weeks, and I will say this, from me, my experience when it comes to Portugal and Brazil, I would say comparing Portugal to Brazil, Brazil is much more expensive than Portugal. From me, my point of view, okay? I don't know about her. And much more important, you know, when you are traveling, you have to think about food. You understand? Food is very important to know more about food. For that one, I'll say Brazil, food is the cheapest thing compared to any other thing here in Brazil. In Portugal, you spend some euros to eat in the restaurant or at the restaurant. And most of their food comes with bread. But let me just not let me just not talk about the bread part. But here you get a real food and it's very cheap. How much did we spend for a regular meal in town?
12.
12 euro.
Yeah. In Portugal.
In Portugal.
Yeah.
So we spent 12 euro.
And comes a soup, a bread,
Rice?
a plate with rice, meat, salad,
And everything.
and potato, and coffee.
And coffee. Okay, so when you pay 12 reals, this is what you're going to get.
12 euros.
Yeah, sorry. 12 euros. So I'll say in Brazil, food is very cheap. It's one of the cheapest things. In fact, in Brazil, most of the, most of the restaurants, they are serve yourself. You have to go and then serve yourself. And most of the restaurants here, they will tell you to decide if you want to weigh it or if you want to eat as much as you can to pay one particular price. I think I did some video in one restaurant in Taguatinga and I showed you how it works. Another thing that I observed in Portugal, which is much more cheaper compared to Brazil, is clothes. Clothes in Portugal are very, very cheap compared to what we buy here in Brazil. In Brazil, a cloth you buy in Portugal for 20 euros, in Brazil, you can end up paying 150 euros for it. It's fact. You understand? So we went to Zara, okay? We went to Zara, we spent like 100 euro or 120 euro for a lot of clothes, many clothes.
Socks, clothes, shoes.
Shoes, jackets. I even bought some things for my cousin and all that. A lot of things. But that money...
But it was sales time.
Yeah, but here, even when they say sales, you know what I'm talking about.
We don't have sales.
We don't have sales here.
It's just the word.
It's just the words. They write it sales, but we don't have sales here in Brazil. So imagine the money we use to buy a lot of clothes at Zara. We went to Zara here in Brazil, okay? And one shoe, it's like 100 euro because it was around 500 reals. So you can imagine. Talking about clothes, when you are coming to Brazil, you always have to prepare because here clothes are very expensive. They are not joking about it.
Don't you remember when we went to the Boss store?
Yeah.
And one jacket and one...
Yes, it was 1,000, how much? Because the jacket alone... 1,660. No, 1,600.
600, yeah.
Only a jacket. It was up and down.
It's
yeah?
more than minimum wage.
You understand? So you just imagine. And in Portugal, another thing I will say about Portugal is the salary, the minimum wage in salary. The minimum wage in Portugal.
It's not much.
It's not much. I think the time we went there, it was around 600, 700 euro, right? How much was it?
600.
It was 600.
Oh.
So you see, living in Portugal is cheap. The lifestyle in Portugal is cheap compared to Brazil.
It's chill.
It's chill.
Yeah, you can do everything, relax, sit down.
Yeah.
But they don't like this mix. They don't like it.
They don't like to see...
The African woman attacked me because I am with him.
You understand, right? The black people in Portugal,
They say, oh, you're still a man. What? I'm not stealing. He's with me because he wants it.
You understand? So,
in the middle of the street, we are just walking.
Yes. It happened in the middle of the street, guys. So let me just say...
Weird, right?
Yeah, it's weird.
Here in Brazil, they never lived anything like that.
Here in Brazil, you will experience it. So, talking about the people, the Portuguese people themselves too, they are very weird people. So if you don't know, let me just let you know. They are not bad. They are not bad, but they are weird. Like when I say weird, they are very serious.
And they understand everything just the way you say.
You say it.
So if you say, look that bread, they will look and say, what?
You understand? They have serious faces, like they are serious with everything. No. But here in Brazil, life is very easy.
Can you say me? Can you see the time? Yeah, I'm seeing.
Yeah, for example.
Hey, tell me.
If you forget to say what is the time in Portugal, and you say check the time, he will just check the time without telling you anything, because you said you should just check the time. You didn't tell him to do what? To tell you what the time is. You just said check the time. You understand? So it's one of the examples. So when you are in Portugal, you have to know this. The people are very, very serious people.
Yeah. That's a good place to be.
It's like when you are even joking about something and say, why is my rice dry? Put some water inside for it to look at. Like in a jokey way, don't put water inside the food. So you have to be very careful. But here in Brazil, people are very nice. People are different. People are funny. People are curious. You understand? Compared to Portugal. So these are some of the things you have to consider if you are thinking about traveling to Portugal. You know, like choosing Portugal and Brazil. Their salaries are low. Lifestyle there is very slow. And the people are very serious.
Portugal is great, but there is no jobs in Portugal. People are starving there. We have friends who are struggling. Our neighbor here, he just come back from Portugal. He was working in the construction, and it's not good. It's not good.
It's the African way, guys. So, Portugal is simply a nice place if you have your own money. You want to just have a quiet time. If you want to have a quiet time, then Portugal is the place.
It's a good place to retire.
It's a good place to retire. But it's not a good place for you to go.
It's not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah. Yes.
The villages are fantastic.
The villages in Portugal are so beautiful. You understand? They are so beautiful. You can see in some of the posts that I do, the villages are very nice, very calm, very, very nice. Like a quiet place. You understand? Like basically, it's like a quiet place where you can just have yourself. You understand? So yeah, there is a lot of things to talk about. But I want you to write a list of things you want me to talk about. The list of things you want me to compare with Brazil. All I can tell you is Brazil is much more expensive than Portugal. You understand? And there are a lot of things to tell you. So leave your comments
But we have public health. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's important.
Just make a list, because we will come back again and then do a typical video talking about each thing about Portugal and each thing about Brazil, like food, salary wise, healthcare wise, government structuring and stuff like that.
Parties
And stuff like that. We will talk about all entertainment. So leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you want us to talk about comparing both countries. Okay, I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, peace out and thank you so much for coming back.